In the equity markets today, taking a look at the June S&P mini contract, the ES, which was really underwhelming, but it did achieve new all-time highs in that June future. 4193.75 was a new all-time intraday high, but it was only up 35 basis points. It was very underwhelming most of the day today on the downside. 4172.75, that was down 15 basis points. And although we reached that new all-time intraday high, we basically finished the day unchanged. I had us last mark up 1 basis point, so 1/100th of 1% to the upside. Yesterday, we were down a few basis points as well. So the last 2 days, really sitting at these all-time highs, trying to be overwhelmed by earnings. Earnings have been really good, but it hasn't really done anything to get that sort of sustained push, high volume push to new all-time highs that actually sustain themselves rather than just kind of sit around and finish unchanged. We're sitting at all-time highs, so it's not that big of a deal to hit new all-time highs. On a sector basis, only 4 sectors higher today: energy, communication services, financials, and materials. 3 of those pretty well represented within the S&P 500, leaving us at unchanged. Materials, not so much, but energy was the strongest. They were actually up in that particular order: energy, communication services, financials, and materials. Energy, the big winner, with crude oil up 1.29% on the day. But then we basically waited around all day. Despite yields moving higher, we didn't get too much of selling pressure because we were waiting on the Fed, and the Fed had a pretty predictable day, not changing rates, not changing bond buying, and not saying much of anything different, except maybe a little bit more push towards inflation, but then saying again that it's likely to continue to move up and then moderate. So transitory again. That actually pushed yields back down after that Fed meeting. And then we've got big earnings coming up after the close today. They are tech earnings, but really we're not going to see too much of an effect on the S&P, possibly on the future side of things when Apple comes out. But tomorrow morning we have more: MasterCard, Comcast, Merck, McDonald's, Bristol Myers, and Cat. The majority of those big S&P components. So we could see some movement tomorrow morning.